Welcome in. It is a Wednesday playoff hockey edition on Sports Idiot Nation. And so we brought in Brenthrax to talk playoff hockey. We're going to find out if he is team Gretzky or Ovechkin. We're going to check in with, yes, the Wampas and why playoff hockey just hits different. Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Go Wampas.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. A Wednesday episode for you, and you're gonna make it. You're all right.
We
got Mr.
keep them in
Wampas.
the ear holes.
Right. Shot through the one hole. So that's great. So we're talking all things hockey with Brenthrax. Great to see you again. So here's what I want to jump into first, as we are in the middle of playoffs for NBA and NHL. And NHL playoffs is just, it hits different, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it. I will say I saw an interesting stat. NBA players who played 82 games, something like that. It was like 18, and then NHL players who played 82 games, it was like over 100. Like it's dwarfs what NBA, and the hitting is way more intense, and being on the ice and all that, to me, I think is way more intense. And I'm wondering if that has to do with it. But what is your take on why playoff hockey just hits different for people like me who normally don't watch hockey, and then all of a sudden playoffs, and like I am locked in. It doesn't matter if my Sharks are out of it or not. Like I'm watching, whether it's Pittsburgh or whoever it is. Why is that?
Nice hat, by the way. You can get those at wampashockey.com. Just saying.
Or you can
Why
get
is
them if you're friends with Brenthrax. I will tell you that. Or you can just wait for him to send them to you.
yeah. Pull up to my DMs.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost, like the first thing that comes like top of mind is you have the Stanley Cup, and then you have all other trophies in all of sports.
All other
It,
trophies must bow before
yes, I'm
Lord
serious. Like
Stanley.
it looks like
I
a
mean,
relic from like ancient Rome or something. Like
that's fair
everything else looks like a participation trophy. In
in comparison.
comparison.
Yeah.
So when they lift that damn cup, it's just like, oh. I
Yeah.
mean, it's this Ark of the Covenant, holy type relic, and it's only what 100 something years old, but it looks like something from antiquity, and just the size of it, and the just the majesty of that thing. Uh, I remember when we lost to Pittsburgh here in Nashville, 2017. I left where they brought it on the ice. It was just like the end of Raiders. Like I wasn't going to look at it because we didn't win it.
Yeah.
So I refused to look at it or touch it in person. That's how powerful it is.
Yeah.
But
I get it.
yeah, all trophies aside, it's the intensity. Uh, every player in the NHL dreams of hoisting that cup, and they absolutely kill one another to get it. And I don't think you have that in other sports. Uh, it's just the passion to be able to have your name engraved on the greatest trophy in all of sports. It moves guys just completely sacrifice their bodies. So yeah, I think Stanley Cup, playoff hockey, just people see all the checking, all the hitting, all the fighting, all the dust ups in front of the
Is
net.
it faster? Is it faster? Because you watch I don't watch regular season as much, and it seems faster, but I don't know any better.
Uh I mean, maybe because they're running on adrenaline, that kind of thing. But guys are so beat down this time of year, and they're beat
Yeah,
down even worse as the playoffs continue. So I don't think they would have as much speed now as say the mid-season stride type conditioning, but there's definitely more hitting. So, there's no time and space out there, and that's why a lot of teams with like fancy players that are real fast or stick handle on a phone booth kind of thing, like
yeah.
they don't do as well in the playoffs because you just don't have any time and space out there. So you almost got to know what you're going to do with it before the puck's on your stick, and that's quite an adjustment for any player, and that's why like teams try to load up with guys with playoff experience. They know what's coming. So
Yeah.
it's just another level of intensity. Uh, it's hard enough to get in the playoffs. I mean, only half the teams make it, and everybody's there. They all feel like they got a shot, so they're going to leave it all on the ice.
You get a hot goaltender, and you do have a shot. That's been proven. Would you say is that a correct take?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Dominic Hasek, for example, back in the day,
Just
hel-
dominated.
held Pecorine with the Predators. There's a million examples of hot goaltenders getting the good to mediocre teams all the way to the finals.
Right. And you look at Team USA, that goaltender we talked about, we
Hellebuck,
had you
yeah.
on and talked about him, and yeah, the hot goaltender always wins. Now let me ask you this. Storylines over in hockey over the last few years, one of the most um not definitely not controversial. One of the coolest ones I thought. I grew up in San Jose, and I grew up where the Sharks did not exist. So I moved from San Jose to Indiana, and then the Sharks became a team. So for me,
They're like
if
91, maybe.
yeah, so for me, like hockey for me was Wayne Gretzky and the LA Kings, Luke Robitaille and those guys. So for me, Wayne Gretzky is like on hallowed ground, but here comes Ovechkin,
Same.
and I I do remember thinking, man, this dude is gonna surpass Mario Lemieux. He's gonna surpass like 10 years ago. I remember thinking, like, dude, this dude's unreal. Like he's just a machine, and it's gonna happen. And I didn't think even 4 years ago that he would necessarily just do it, right? And we all know what we're talking about. Like, I just thought that Gretzky was like just this upper like Jesus that you cannot touch. And here it is. He broke the record. And I know before you say it, the thing that most people say is yeah, but not points, right? So assists, it's like way Gretzky is still like way up there. But for goals, like are you team Ovechkin or team Gretzky, or does it have to fall like that for hockey people?
Uh, I think so, yeah. And I mean, I can tell you that you know, Gretzky is the great one, the greatest one. Uh, no doubt in my mind.
Why? He didn't
Uh,
score
I,
the most goals. And look,
because you could take.
I agree with you. I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah, yeah. No, I'll state my case.
yeah.
If you take away all his goals, he still has the most points in NHL history. For non-hockey fans, you get a point for an assist or a goal, and Gretzky had what 1,600 assists, something like that. And if you take away all his goals, he's still like the most points in hockey history. I don't have the stats in front of me,
That's
but like,
that's bizarre.
and the reason Gretzky is so much better than uh, Lemieux, Crosby, McDavid, Ovechkin, anybody you want to throw out there is how much better he was the competition, how much better he was than the competition at the time he played. Uh, you ever watch like dads play kids, and little league games or like basketball, just goofing around or whatever. Somebody's dad will be out there, playing with a little scrimmage or whatever. And, the kids are trying hard as they can, but they can't get the ball away from them, that kind of thing. That's what Gretzky looked like out there. That's how good he was. I saw him twice in '86, Oilers Red Wings up in Detroit, and the first game was close, and the second game the Oilers blew them out, but they won both games. And I just remember like watching him live as a little kid. That's what it looked like. Like nobody could touch him. Like he thought, you know, he's playing chess, everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 plays ahead. He knew where the guys are going to be, eyes in his back of his head, clairvoyant out there. And that's why he was so good. He wasn't the fastest, strongest, hardest shot like Ovechkin. He wasn't any of those things. He was just the ultimate playmaker, and he could do it all. Don't get me wrong, but like uh, he skated real low, like bent down to the ice, and
Yeah,
he was plenty fast. Great hands. Great shot. Everything was great, but like the just the way he set up people like from behind the net and stuff like that. Nobody had ever you know, done it to that level. There've been some guys that were more finesse type players, but nothing like that. And no one stood out that much since Gretzky retired. And Ovi, the secret of Ovi is just the man is built like a damn Russian tank.
yeah.
Uh, I mean,
Iron Man, like
yeah, just
quit.
solid. Yeah, doesn't get hurt often.
Yeah,
Uh, you've been around the dudes that are just their bone structure, muscles, or whatever. They're just they're just a damn tank, and he's one of those guys. And he has the quickest release I've ever seen. Uh, him in his office over there, by the dot on the left side of the goal, like forget about it. If it gets on his stick, it's already in the back of the net. Just absolutely amazing, and the numbers show it.
yeah,
And he was good, right out of the gate, and he's always put up numbers. I mean, hell, he had 30 goals this year, and you know, not I wouldn't say he's in like peak form.
right,
He
right.
looks like a beer leaguer out there now,
Yeah, which we'll
and
talk about.
he plays like protected minutes, not a whole lot of defensive zone draws, and
Right.
they use him on the power play, and like but still, I mean, how many guys in the NHL get 30 some odd goals? Not many, and he does it
Yeah,
just screwing around.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
It's
pretty
pretty
remarkable.
incredible.
And uh, Crosby's an amazing player too. I've never been a huge fan of his just because he whines all the damn time. His
But
his
top
body
10,
language.
you got to throw him in the top 10, don't you? I mean,
Oh
gosh,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
objectively, he's definitely in the top
yeah.
top 10,
Look,
top
he
five,
knocked the
maybe.
Sharks. The Sharks had a chance. We were talking about the Stanley Cup. The Sharks had a chance, and if it wasn't for him, they, that was a magical year with Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton can run for mayor in San Jose, and I think it would be in the first time in history of any mayoral candidacy that every single human in the city would vote for that guy. It would be the only mayoral voting where Joe Thornton's
Well,
running. Oh, okay, I want that guy. like definitely for life, he can run for mayor in San Jose.
Jumbo Joe, he's a big boy. And He played
Oh
he
yeah,
played like a big boy out there, and
love Joe Thornton.
tough and amazing reach and stuff. And he was a problem. Uh, that the other all timer I saw him live too a few times was Mario Lemieux,
Oh, what
and
was that? Was it
he
speed? What
he
was
was he
the?
was similar to no he was a big boy. I
Yeah,
don't think he was as big as Joe Thornton, but he was more skilled. So like Gretzky, like everything he did was textbook perfect, and maybe even
Super
more
Mario.
so than Gretzky. Um, but he was just huge, and he was the first player that had combined size and skill like that. You had some goal scorers like Esposito and stuff back in the day, Gordie Howe. They're big strong boys, but uh, he was the whole package, and yeah, it's a shame his career got derailed by cancer and whatnot. But he was an amazing player too. Yager was the same way.
Yeah, Yanni Yager.
He
Yep.
wasn't as big as Lemieux, but like his legs were tree trunks, and
Yeah.
he just he would position his ass in front of a defender, so like the guy couldn't get around him, and in the meantime he's picking the defense apart, or getting ready to shoot or whatever. That was his strong point, was just you were not getting the puck off him. He was one of those types. But yeah, Gretzky's by far the best. He was light years ahead of everybody else in the 70s, 80s, 90s. And I've never seen someone as dominant as he was.
So, do you think, talking dominance right now, Connor McDavid, is that like, is there worth arguing? Like, I really don't know. I
No.
would say it's him, but okay, it is that clear cut.
It's funny. Gretzky's the best, greatest, because like I said, he was so much better in the competition at the time he played, and he was for thinking the game 4 plays ahead. But McDavid is the best skilled hockey player I've ever seen.
Wow.
Uh, he 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 would be closer to Jordan or something, just somebody that could do it all. Uh, he he skates. His stride is absolutely perfect. That's why he's so fast. You're talking about a guy that can skate 30 some odd miles an hour, something like that. He's been clocked at that, and the puck's on a string. He can do anything he wants with it. Perfect shot. His skill set is absolutely perfect. Great size for a hockey player. Um, yeah, he's absolutely the best in my opinion. Uh, right now in the sport. Um,
Yeah.
uh, what's his name in Colorado? McKinnon. He's probably second, but he's not quite McDavid level. I feel like McDavid could like lead the league in every category he wants. He just doesn't, because he tries to play more of a team game. He took a lesser contract. That guy again just wants his name engraved on the Stanley Cup, so he
Yeah.
took less salary so they could sign better players, so they could have a better team, make a run. We'll see how they do this year. I wouldn't want to be facing them.
Yeah.
Uh, I again, I don't think they have enough depth, enough goaltending. He can't be out there every minute.
Yeah. They have shifts. Yeah.
That
Which
that that's shown to be the problem, and
when he's not out
I
there.
I hate it for him, because he's the best, and I feel like uh his name should definitely be on there. And uh
So,
eh,
okay, here's a question then. Okay.
yeah.
So, when we were growing up and seeing, like, okay, Magic Johnson was the best, Larry Bird was the best, Michael Jordan was the best, did even though that player didn't play for your favorite team, were you back then saying, well, I'm not a fan of the Chicago Bulls, but it's very obvious if you watch 5 minutes of basketball that Michael Jordan is the best on the court between both teams. So I think that guy should have his name engraved if we're using the hockey, he should win. Are, is that the same for you in other sports? Or are you like, well, no, hockey's different, it's sacred to me, and it's just different?
uh Honestly, I hated Jordan growing up, because I lived in Detroit, so I was bad boy Pistons all the way.
Sure.
And now I'm very tribal, Predators all day long, but came up a little bit short on the old playoff race this year.
Yeah.
Uh I think it's more like I've aged out of giving a shit.
You just want to watch, and
But
whatever
more
happens
than I
happens.
think
But
like they deserve it or whatever, like that kind of thing.
yeah.
I just don't care as much. But yeah, to your point, even as a kid hating the Bulls and Celtics and Lakers, all of them, because I was such a Pistons guy with, freaking Lambeer, who everybody hated.
Yeah, I'm sure you loved him.
Isaiah, none of those Pistons got Mahor. None of those guys were like Rodman, Sally. But what great teams, fun to watch. Awesome. So I'm more tribal, and I think hockey's the most tribal of the big four sports. NBA is very star oriented. Um, f- NFL is pretty tribal. And then baseball, I couldn't tell you if I could. it, Baseball is pretty tribal, but they seem to like get behind guys when they break records or
Yeah.
having great seasons or whatever, that kind of thing. So you know, I think hockey fans are like the Marines, the few, the proud, and you look at Buffalo this year. Buffalo hasn't been in the playoffs for 14 years. Okay, half a generation, has not seen Buffalo in the playoffs,
That's crazy.
and that is a cold, snowy, old school town, and they love the Sabres, but they have been an absolute mess, curse, bad karma. I don't know. Something came over that franchise because
Yeah.
they were traditionally usually pretty strong. And then they just hit the skids and could not get it together. So then back in this season, that's super exciting. And they have a really good team too. I think that playoff experience I was talking about earlier will come back to haunt them. But great great roster, young, fast. Uh, Tage Thompson, that was on the Olympic team, whose dad is named Brent Thompson, by the way.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, he was a bad NHL defenseman in the '90s. Um, but yeah, that guy's a freak. I mean, he's huge and can do anything out there. So that's a team to look out for. So yeah, I'm really happy for cities like Buffalo and Ottawa and places like that that don't get a ton of attention. Being a Predators fan, I know how they feel. So
Sharks. Sharks. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those teams too. They
but
did
yeah, I mean,
better.
the
They did
Sharks have
better
been on the
this
skids
year.
lately, but I mean, they've been a pretty solid franchise. I
Yeah,
still have nightmares about them putting out the Red Wings in '94, I think it was. They beat the Red Wings in the first round, seventh game on like a crappy goal at the end, and it was just like, oh, how?
the Red Wings aren't supposed to lose. Yeah.
Wow, I mean, the Sharks were only like 3 seasons old, so it's one of those things like they were just happy to be there,
And in the
and
90s, yeah, the Red Wings were still,
it was right before the
Yzerman.
Red Wings got dominant, and
Yeah.
you're uh as a Red Wings fan, you're like, oh God, we are cursed. We are never going to get this together because they'd been in the mix, probably
Yeah.
since 1990, 1991, something there, and like bad playoff exits every year. Then '95, they made it to the finals and got swept by New Jersey. So it was again like, oh, here we go. And then '96 was the first big brawl year with Colorado. And then '97, they finally got it together, and that's when they started their run.
So I'm curious over the last, let's say, I'm thinking here, like 10, maybe 10 years. So from 2016, then a couple years you had COVID. Okay, we're coming out of it. 2026. So, um, out of the last 10 years, was there a team that jumps out to you of like, boy, that team, even in recent memory, just jumps out at me as like, wow, if I was a fan of that team, I'll never forget that. Like, that really was special. As an out, as you not a fan of that team, can you admit like, okay, man, that is some bragging rights there.
Florida, they're,
Ah,
they're out of the mix this year, but they're Barkov, their main guy, was hurt all year. Uh, so they'll be back next year. But
yeah, winning two in
Florida,
a row like that, right?
Yeah, and they lost in the finals the year before to Vegas. So I mean, they made 3 Cup finals in a row, and you could see that team on the upswing. I mean, it took them a minute, but they're
Yeah,
very similar to that story I was telling on the Red Wings. Just slowly coming on, coming on, coming on, and then they probably thought after they got beat by Vegas, we're never gonna get this done, and then to win 2 Cups in a row, and great team, great players, great coaches, great depth, great goalie, fun to watch. Beat McDavid twice. I mean, that's
yeah,
not
easy.
easy. So that would have been magical, to live down there in Miami and uh, be a part
See
of that,
that?
especially because they sucked for so long.
Yeah, like
I
hockey in
mean,
Florida.
yeah, that holds, stigma, but with what Tampa's done and what Florida has done, uh, you know,
Yeah,
nobody can
they went
say.
back to back coming out of COVID in 20 and 21. Tampa
Yeah, I
Bay.
mean they had great teams. What are they've won 2, lost 2 with like the Stamkos era, and Stamkos turned it around this year for my Predators.
Yeah.
Uh, he's probably the second best shot of all time besides Ovechkin. If you get it on Stammer's stick, it's already over.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's too late.
so from that generation of players, those 2 guys, and Stammer got it done for a long time. But that Florida coming out of you know being almost a minor league team, to be dominant the last few years, and excuse me, I think again the only reason they're not in the mix this year because they were hurt, and we'll see if their window's still open come next season and their players are healthy again.
So I was looking because I looked at the last um 10 years, and what's wild is you had a good amount of parity as far as 7 teams won. However, you had 3 teams, 3 go back to back, which is just I don't is very wild to me. So we mentioned both Tampa Bay in 2020 and 2021, and then the last 2 years the Florida Panthers, and in 2016 and 2017 was the Penguins, and
Right.
then randomly the Blues and randomly the Avalanche. And I remember thinking the Blues like, oh, the St. Louis Blues are good now. I remember like,
That was the most random one ever.
right? Wasn't that like even I, a non-hockey guy, even I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
2019.
yeah. I didn't really watch that year for some reason, but I I'm pretty sure the Blues were in last place in January, and they went
Yeah,
all the way to the Stanley Cup.
dude, like how crazy is that?
What are those announcers on like the Sirius XM hockey channel put a huge bet on the Blues and won?
Oh man, that's
I forget what
epic.
the guy's name is, but like he saw it. He saw it coming on, and they had a lot of depth, and again, Bennington was like unbeatable that year, and in goal.
Yeah, and
So
that's
that
the
that that was,
recipe.
that was a great story, and Vegas has been there, always in the hunt.
Yeah, in
They're down a little bit,
2023 they won.
down a little bit this year, but like we'll see how they do in the playoffs. They're playing Utah. That's another cool story. Second
Yeah,
second year of existence for Utah, and they're in there.
coming
I think
from
that's a
Phoenix. I went to a game. So here's my two. I'll give
in
you
Phoenix,
I'll give you my two
Glendale.
um my two professional hockey experiences. One was in San Jose. I go back to visit every so often. I'm going back in less than 60 days. I'll be back to see a San Francisco Giants game. They're the worst team in baseball, but that's another show. Um and I'm not kidding. They statistically are the worst team in baseball.
Heard my
But
Cubs are doing good. I haven't watched them, but I
yeah,
heard
well
they're all
they're
right
doing
this year.
yeah, they're doing better than the Giants. So I visit San Jose quite often, and I can't remember if I was living there at the time because I did move back in like 2007ish. You know what? I think it was. I think I was living back there, and I had a friend who loved the Sharks. as many people in San Jose do. Again, I moved away, but San Jose is all about the Sharks. They truly are. It's kind of cool to see. They're at the HP Pavilion. They call it the Shark Tank. And I went to a game, and it was an event. The shark comes down from the ceiling, opens up its mouth, and the players come out of it with the smoke and everything. And your San Jose Sharks, like, I mean, it's a scene. It's a scene. It's pretty cool. I don't remember who won. I don't remember who they played, but I remember having an absolute blast. And then totally different experience, not an event, just all business, a decent game. I have a friend that lives outside of Phoenix and saw back then it was the Coyotes, right? Phoenix Coyotes.
Yeah, they played out there
Um,
in Glendale,
and so,
West West
yep,
Valley over there. Yeah,
yep. So I went to a game. My buddy got tickets, and we went, and it was just like it was so. Have you ever been out there? It was so ho hum.
I never saw a game. I've been to Phoenix, many
Okay.
times. I love it out there.
Yeah, it's great and stuff, and I love, like, if you've never been and you know what a cactus is, you've seen it, you understand it, but then when you go and all of a sudden they're all around, it's a little weird. It's like, wow, there's a cactus, like they're all over, you know. It was cool, but man, they were not.
I went out in the desert one time, the Sonora
Yeah.
Desert, and that was incredible. Drove like ATVs.
Oh, dude, yeah. No,
I
that'd
I
be hella fun.
I had dust and crevices where I didn't know I had crevices.
Yeah. You're
But
like
yeah, it's
still
amazing. And
like,
cactuses take forever to grow. I did not know that.
oh, really? I did not know that either.
Like those great big cactuses,
That you
out
see?
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are like 100 years old.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's
Yeah,
fascinating. You just don't see it. Like, if you live in Tennessee or the Midwest or the East Coast or whatever, like, you just don't see a cactus. And, like, they are just all over. And it was, like, no big deal for the people that were from there or lived there or whatever. And I was just taking pictures all the time and stuff. But, man, I could see why they left because uh, there was nothing going on hockey wise. Like, it just wasn't it. It
it was
wasn't very,
dead.
yeah, it wasn't very fun at all.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Phoenix was just a 30-year disaster because they just never had that rink was way out on one end of town, and it was kind of away from where I think their fan base would live. And
I don't know
you're
what,
just
but
you're just not going to drive out there on a Tuesday to make a 7 o'clock game.
yeah,
So they just never really got it together. But I think it could you know work out there. Same with Atlanta. Atlanta was the same type
that was
problem.
another.
The arena was right downtown, and if you've ever driven through Atlanta, it's hell on earth. So it's just like I think they had the same problem. Same reason the Braves moved out because they were down there in that area a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
further south than the what's the Atlanta arena? I can't even think.
I can't. Yeah, I can't remember. But I know what you're talking about. My
There's
roommate's from
Mercedes
Atlanta.
Benz, and
Yeah,
then
yeah. And
the
it
arena's right
was
next to it, and
Fulton
it's
County.
hard as hell to get to.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
it's weird
so if they
how.
put the arena in the right place in Atlanta, that team won't have any financial problems at all, in my opinion, because Atlanta is a huge market.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's weird how teams survive and don't, and then like how just you think a team's gonna work out, or you think a team will never leave. I remember the Seattle Sonics, like they can't leave. Those are the Sonics, and like now the Thunder's won an NBA championship, like as the new franchise. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
getting a new arena, like yeah, everything. Um,
it's wild.
yeah, the
So,
Nashville almost lost the Predators.
oh
Like
really?
was yeah,
I didn't know that.
07, I think.
Huh.
The guy that owned BlackBerry
Okay.
phones,
Yeah,
he tried
yeah.
to buy him and move him to Hamilton, Ontario, which is a city
Whoa.
on Lake Erie between Buffalo
Canada.
and Toronto. Yeah,
Wow.
and
No bueno.
yeah, NHL stepped in, said no, no bueno, and local. group got together and purchased them, and they took off after that point. But
I
yeah,
did
it
not
was it
know
was
that.
scary. Yeah, it was scary for a second because um, they had done fine, but like they hadn't really uh moved the needle as far as respectability in hockey goes. No playoff victories, anything like that. And
Yeah.
after that, they really got going with the whole city of Nashville. My God, I moved here the first time in '97, and it's doubled in size since then.
Yeah, that's what
Nuts.
Ti has said. He's mentioned like Nashville is
Yeah,
definitely
you
different
gotta
in
you gotta
back
come
in the
down
day.
and go to a game with us.
Yeah, and I want to
You'd
come
love it.
to I
A
definitely
wa-
want to come to a Wampas. Tell me
yeah.
more how the season is going so far. How are you doing? Like any I know you can't fight, but like anything so far, any funny story to tell us yet?
I got called a bitch one game. Does that count?
Well, to be fair, were you being one?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, well,
I was kind of
yeah.
like, yeah, accurate.
You're like, I'll take that.
Yeah, I was giving this guy the business on the boards when I skated off. He's like, "You're a bitch,"
Oh.
and
Oh, do you want that one? Yeah, you'll wear that. Oh yeah.
yeah,
You're giving it
I'm
to him.
fine with that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome. Now how's the team
But
doing?
we're doing a lot better this season. I got some of our ringer players back, and our lineup's more solid. So we're as I was telling you, we're like incredibly mediocre.
Now,
But
do you get
last
called
season we
out
were
for that?
horrible.
Do you get called out for bringing, the Gretzkys on and stuff or
No, pretty much every team has one or two. It's only the teams that have more than one or two kind of standout ringer
oh,
players.
they're like, "Hey, hey, hey."
Yeah, yeah, like because we there's multiple divisions. It starts at B and goes all the way down to rookie. So there's six divisions, something like that. So it's like play your right division because there's all kinds of guys with different backgrounds. They play junior, they play college. They're old and fat, didn't play growing up like me. So it's just you just try to keep it fair, competitive. Um, so yeah, we've it's two brothers, the Evans brothers. So they're back with us this season, and that helps a lot because we were rather deficient in goal scoring. And then get this, one of the brothers he broke his pinky, so he's out like 6 weeks. It's like,
Oh man.
oh, the hockey gods are
Yeah.
not with us. But yeah, we won one, lost one, and dropped two in overtime. So, like I said,
Ooh.
incredibly mediocre.
No, but that's not bad.
So,
I mean, you could
season
easily
goes to
be 3-1.
August. Yeah, yeah, we could.
Oh, the season goes now till when did you say?
This is spring summer season. We have a fall winter and then a spring summer. So there's two seasons every
Oh,
year.
okay. So
Yeah, you
it's
don't
not
play
that
just
it
like
goes
one big long
straight
one.
through. Okay, okay. But you will be playing hockey like pretty much all the way through though. Just different seasons.
Yeah. Uh, the only time we get a long break is September because the Predators use our rink for training camp.
Oh, those Predators. What? Come on, dude. Like
I know.
priorities. What? That's not even cool,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Got a bunch of
The-
hacks coming in to use our ice.
yeah, yeah, come on. Bunch of ringers on that team.
Yeah, but no, that's the only time we have an extended break. Other than that, it's just like
That's such a
Christmas
crazy.
break or
That's a funny reason, dude. Like, oh, sorry. Like, what? Some concerts come in? Is Taylor Swift coming? No, just
yeah,
the NHL team. Oh,
just
okay.
just
That's
professional athletes.
yeah. Just you get paid
Whatever.
millions. Like, oh, okay, yeah. I guess
Yeah,
we'll let it
I
slide.
guess you can use our rink, but
Hold on. Let me make a call real quick. Let me make sure it's okay.
yeah,
Gosh.
it's the newest facility in Nashville, so that's the one they use, and it's two sheets of ice, and you could walk in between, and it's a really nice facility. So they're welcome to it
Yeah,
for a few
we'll
weeks.
allow it.
But
We'll allow
yeah,
it.
we finish up at the end of August, and it's so nice in the summer too, because Nashville is, Africa hot, and you
Yeah,
walk to that rink and it's like,
nice and cool. Yeah,
nice
that's
and
when I want to
cool.
come. That's when I want to come because I want to meet up with a couple people that I know out there besides you and Ti and Jay Harper, and meet up with you guys, of course. But I have some friends too, and one girl used to be the bartender at the bar across from my office, and she added me on Facebook literally like last week. And I messaged her and said, "Hey, where have you been?" And she's like, "Oh, I live outside of Nashville." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like yeah, we got a party." So I would love to meet up with some friends there, meet up with you guys, go to a game, go out a little bit. Like, man, that would be a blast. I'll definitely want to hit you up. Um,
But you might want to come during Predator season, because they're a lot more exciting than the Wampas. Just saying.
but I don't have. I will be honest. I do not have any, um, Nashville, the Predators gear. However, I do have even more of the. I'm just cold. It got unseasonably cold up here in the Midwest. I don't know how cold it is, but so I have my Fort Wayne hoodie on, but I do have the other gear that you sent as well that I would wear. And so that's why I want to go to the Wampas. I want to call those guys names, the people that call you names. I want to be able to yell and
Beat on
call
the
them.
glass.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely want to come out to a game and support. You take me out for some ribs or whatever the good eating is out there. I know there's some good eats down
Yeah.
by you
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
that is one positive about Nashville doubling in size, is
Some good eats.
the cuisine selection.
Yeah, has improved.
The beverages are much better. Yeah.
The beer
If I
flows
moved here
like
in the night,
wine.
yeah, every night.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, we'll take you to Broadway and all that. Locals
yeah,
hate it, but it's like, you
it's
got
a
to
thing
see
to
it.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jason Aldean's bar and whatever, and I mean,
yeah, yeah. They're
there's
they're
good
they're all right
music.
down there together.
I get like why locals hate it, like, but like, come on, it is good music. Like these bands who are never gonna make it, they are all pretty good. Like these cover bands or these whatever that are always playing, like it's good music, you know. So you can enjoy yourself.
I mean, compared to other cities, scenes,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
absolutely, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
absolutely,
Compared to like a Chicago, you go to a dive bar and like, okay, this band isn't all that good. But like in Nashville, no, everyone has to be like, there's a level of good. Like you just have to be to make it in Nashville, even as like a cover band in one of these bars that the locals hate. You have to be decent. So it's a good time.
yeah,
Plus, it's more about the company you're with. I mean, come on, me, you, Ti, Jay Harper, a couple other guys, like whatever. Um, like that's gonna be a good time, no matter. I don't care where we go. you
yeah,
know,
yeah. That's the whole thing,
that's gonna be fun. So yeah, we'll set that
and
up.
they're all right there together, so you can just like progressively, move from one to the other.
Right, right.
But what I was going to tell you about the Predators is, like, I bid, I don't know, half a dozen different cities, watch hockey games over my life, and Nashville by far has the best crowd.
Really?
And I think it's just like the energy carried over from like football. Everybody down here is so passionate about Bama or UT Vols, or
Yeah,
whatever their team is, and just like that level of fanhood, you know, uh, manifested itself in the Predators early on. So we have all kinds of chants and stuff throughout the game. And like I said, I've been to other cities, and it's dead in comparison. Like they'll cheer for a goal or a fight or something, but Nashville, it's just the whole night long. Like if some guy falls, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You just hit the icy 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where the hell did you learn to skate? Like we have all these
oh
chants.
yeah, yeah, dude, that's awesome. I'm in for that. That's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like and Bridgestone Arena where they play is right there on the end of Broadway. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
right
I've
across the
walked by
street from
it.
where the. Okay, so you have been down here. All right, so you
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
neighborhood. Okay,
I
so
haven't been
yeah, it's
inside or anything. I haven't, really partied hard or anything. I've been down there. My favorite time that I was down there was for 49ers Titans preseason game. I went with Jay Harper, who has season tickets, and we went and I walked around just everything, and the Batman building's pretty cool, and all that stuff, just everything that Nashville is. It was just cool, and I'm an outsider, so I was in awe of everything. But yeah, good food, like, but I don't know all the spots. Like, obviously, in one day, I'm not going to know everything. So, like, I want to come down and go to like where the locals go as well, and like hit up the good spots and just hang out and get in, you know, get thrown in jail, maybe. Just do something worthwhile. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. I figure.
you can say a lot of things about Nashville, but it's never boring.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely the vibe. That's definitely the vibe.
Yeah,
So,
it's
well,
got great energy, especially compared to like other towns in the Midwest.
so when does the schedule for the next season actually come out? Do you know? And it's okay if you don't. I'm just curious.
NHL,
Yeah,
it'll be a minute.
yeah,
I
it'll
mean
be a
the
few
playoffs
months.
playoffs isn't over typically till
June.
early to mid June. Yeah, so
Yeah, same with
and a
NBA.
week or two after that they have the draft, and then the schedule usually comes out. I think around in there, if memory
Because what I
serves.
would love if it hits right, like if it's like a Friday or Saturday night, would be amazing. But like, man, if like either a team that I grew up watching or the Sharks or something like that are are in town, like um that, I mean, like the Red
Yeah, we'll look
Wings,
at
the
it.
Blackhawks, those are all teams that I like remember watching. Like, if we'll look at the schedule and see, like, man, that would be super cool
Yeah,
based on the schedule.
some games are a little rowdier than others, but like I said, the crowd's so good.
Yeah.
They have a band plays intermissions.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never seen that. I mean, I've been to two
yeah.
games before, and there's not. Yeah, which I'm not shocked. I mean, music, the Music City. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. I love
they've
that.
always had that, but yeah, their end game is awesome. Like I said, with the chants and
Yeah.
the arena is super nice. They're getting ready to do a $750 million renovation. They're going to change the whole front of it uh, and the exterior.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah, I hate to be like that whole courtyard kind of in front of the stadium is getting uh wait, I don't know what the word is for it. It's escaping me.
It's not going to look like the Bears Soldier Field,
It'll
is
be
it? Where it looks like
no,
an
no,
alien
God, no,
spaceship.
no. Oh my God, no.
That's so bad.
Oh, oh God, they murdered that stadium. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
And
horrific.
I don't know if you've ever been to it, but it's like impossible to get to and get out of.
Just
It
drove
is.
by is all I've done.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
been in.
saw a U2 concert there, and
Oh,
like it was just a disaster. It's right on the lake over there. And, like
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah,
damn near impossible to get in and out of. There's just there's no train stops. There's no place to park. Like, it's just brutal.
yeah.
And I don't know who approved that, but I mean, so Soldier Field back in the day, it looked like ancient Rome, and then they put that spaceship around it, and I mean, oh my God,
So,
that looked
and
like
they were so
ass.
proud of it. I'm like, what is this? Like, it's
But
terrible.
anyways, they're putting a huge like digital awning type thing over the front of Bridgestone, so
Oh,
like
okay.
that
Yeah.
whole courtyard will be covered. And then I think they're putting stuff all around the exterior. Like there might even be like bars and stuff, restaurants like around there, and you can
Oh, that'd
exit
be cool.
onto
So,
Broadway from like those uh restaurants and bars and stuff. So it'll be like super integrated into Broadway.
yeah,
And that's a lot. 750 million. I mean, shit, you could build a whole stadium for that. So
no
they must
kidding.
be really going
Upgrading.
after it.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of like Cincinnati and St. Louis. I've been there for baseball games, and they do a good job of on game days, making the whole city a part of the game, where close to the stadium, they just have so much going on where even if you're not going to the game, but you want to be around for all the ruckus, there's the sports bars and like the open canopies, and you're just like, it's all a big block party, and it sounds like that's what Nashville would be for a hockey game, is like, it's just a big party, like come out and hang out, go to the game. Like, I love that. Like, I'm all about that. That's so cool. And yeah, 750 million. Like, good Lord.
Yeah, it's a super busy arena. They used to let beer league play there from time to time, but they haven't really done it since COVID. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, that was a cool experience.
Yeah,
And
that would be dope.
it's funny, like when you step on the ice, you're like, oh my God, I'm in this huge arena. And then 2 seconds after the game starts, you completely forget, it's there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it take care of business. But
Right. Right. Getting in
yeah,
fights.
yeah, it's an amazing atmosphere.
I'm excited to check out both. I mean, the Wampas and the Predators, I'll do both. As long as there's good food involved, I'm in. Good times. Okay, people.
Uh,
I'm there for the
Yeah,
food and the hockey.
yeah, probably okay hockey too. The Predators are
Yeah. Plus more
incredibly
stories.
mediocre as well.
More Brenthrax stories. I'm down always
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those. So, and we got to
I'll
have you
keep name
back on.
dropping.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, we'll have you back on before the playoffs are over. We'll talk more playoffs and get into the nitty-gritty of some of the games too. So hang out. Again,
Yeah,
remember, follow Brenthrax, DM him for some wicked awesome gear.
at least a
Check out
discount.
the website. Yeah. um, check us out wherever you get your social media. Check out the Wampas. Remember, new episodes of Sports Idiot Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Friday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
you would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.